to drive to work to pay for this car, buy this car to drive to work.
Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I'm Jordan, this is James, and those are my arms leaving the room. See, they're disappearing. Today we're going to talk about a dumb guy reason and explanation for why we should have Medicare for all. But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is in the description box, and the website is in the intro to this very video. That blue screen you saw? That's right, the website's right there. Also, it's linked in our description box. Down there. GoFundMe account for Devon's Journey to Recovery. So, David Pakman was on Joe Rogan podcast, and I got zero either recommended or notifications for it until it, like a day after it happened. Maybe it was the adpocalypse shit taking over my feed.
Maybe.
But they get into a discussion about Medicare for all, or something like that. And we're going to analyze it. We're going to come up with the dumb guy reasons for whatever the fuck we say. Here we go. David Pakman on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Like, I think a bigger issue, for example, like if you said, what is like a serious issue that the left needs to contend with right now? Mm-hmm. I would say a more serious issue is if you look at the progressive accomplishments of the early 20th century, for example, like 1905 to 1925, mm-hmm. and the New Deal accomplishments that the left had in the time of FDR. What was different, I think, then than the left now is that you didn't have to be completely in line with a specific set of policies or ideas. Mm-hmm. And I worry.
Now, let me stop him there. That sounds a lot like the is Jimmy Dore toxic for the left? Right?
Yeah.
Almost the, what is it? It's almost a purity test, I think is what they call it. Mm-hmm. When certain guys will not move from a certain set of principles. They won't negotiate it. And I believe Pakman called Jimmy Dore out because of that. Because he sticks too much to what he believes is the right way to go.
Kind of creepy, ain't it?
Now, I took that as Jimmy Dore just strictly following his conscience. You can find that video somewhere. Mm-hmm. Actually did pretty good. But I think that's Jimmy Dore following his conscience, as in everyone should be taken care of no matter what. No matter who's the next president, no matter who's the president after that, no matter if Hitler took office, people will still have health care, regardless, for everyone in this country. I think that's the angle Jimmy Dore is coming from. And he comes from that based on his conscience, I would say. Mm. Now you have guys like David Pakman and Sam Seder who are a lot more analytical. As in, how do the numbers add up to get this policy passed? Or maybe we should vote this way now so that the numbers will add up to that we can get our guy later on. Like that type of analytical thing, which I think is bullshit. Which certain things require dumb guys to argue for it. Dumb guys. As in guys who are not analytical like that. Things like war. Things like health care for everyone. Things like housing for everyone. Things like food and water for everyone. It's, do we have enough? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Can we take care of everyone's health care? Yep. Oh, do that. Can we go without war? Yeah. Oh, okay, let's do that.
It's funny how simplistic it really sounds when you really get to the point.
Well, we're going to hear Rogan echo that after. I think Pakman might make it sound more complicated than it really is. And in a way, I think he's defending himself. As in...
It's probably his job.
Well, I think he's defending himself a bit because there's a lot of Jimmy Dore fans like watching this video ready to get at him. Like, go ahead, say the wrong thing. Go ahead. Here we go.
That now there's a little bit of the left maybe having this idea that if you're not in line on all of these issues, whatever the checklist is, so to speak, you're not really worthy of being a participant in what is clearly a leftward move in sort of the average American's political orientation.
See, things like Medicare, or and it doesn't have to be Medicare. It's about healthcare for everyone. There is no wiggle room. That's why they don't fold on those things. If you want to talk about, I don't know, something where there's room to argue and discuss about, healthcare for everyone is I'm not moving from that stance. That's dumb guy logic, and I adopt that dumb guy logic. War, there's no movement for me. It's like, no war, period. I'm not moving from that.
Yeah.
There is no argument or schematics or analytics that are going to change my mind about that. Same thing with healthcare, same thing with housing, same thing with food and water. So, I don't know. Maybe how we elect people might be an area where David Pakman would contribute to some degree.
Don't know where he would contribute.
Even that's dumb guy logic, right? It's like, oh, who has the most votes? You win.
Well, honestly,
You know what I mean? In the system we have with that shit.
Yeah, but even then, it's like when everyone really starts to get to the point as far as what could we do, what's the best possible idea, and we bring that to the table. And hopefully it'd be to the point where everybody agrees upon it. It'd be a very small percentage of people that might not be sure,
Yeah.
because it's the best possible idea that's being brought to the table. And at the end of the day, the best one will last. So I don't know what he would contribute. Maybe the colors that we wear, maybe combing hair.
Should we change the flags around? I don't know.
He's a good dresser.
Get rid of that fucking eagle.
You know what I mean?
That evil eagle. Get rid of that shit.
It's not bad. Parting his hair like that. Maybe he can do something like that.
Yeah. How you structure, maybe times for people to show up for voting. Like, you work at this time, so
sure, yeah.
maybe you shouldn't vote in this block.
Yeah.
Vote in a different block when you're off of work. Things like that.
See, it's tough because it's very simple at the end of the day, right? When it comes to bombing people bad, everyone.
That's why it's hard for me to find a topic to where the analytical guy should take over.
You have a tumor? Say no more. You don't have to pay anything. We'll take care of you because we want to. Not, well, see, they don't have money, and that's the way the world works. Thanks, David.
I don't know if he agrees with that, but.
Well, hey, I mean, the system that. It's odd to me whenever I see this guy talk, and I'm not saying he'll say that, but it's just.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
All right. Well, last thing from us before we let Joe Rogan say his piece. The analytical thing. Okay. When it comes to the conscience and I'm basically I'm using dumb guy logic. I'm saying that instead of saying conscience because it should be simple at its core. It's like these things don't require so much thinking about it. Like you might end up confusing yourself. Like there's no way it could be that simple. I must analyze and analyze and analyze until play schematics and blah blah blah. And this, taking into account human nature and blah blah blah. It's like just make healthcare for everyone, end war, feed the homeless, shelter the homeless. Make sure there's no chance for anybody getting screwed over. And I think that's the angle a lot of people come from. And those things are becoming way more popular. And should I give kudos to him for integrity?
Oh.
David Pakman.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. No. Here's the thing, right? Oh, that's expected. I give you no props.
Well, I don't think he's corrupt. I just think he's
I don't know about that. You might, hang up on.
I think his type of thinking is analytical. Thus, he must believe analytics is the way. It's the key.
So he
believes the guy looking at the guy with the 330 batting average. Like, well, what's his wins above replacement?
Gotcha.
It's like
at the end of the day, right? I guess statistically, he figured that'd be a better move for him to hang up on that Tulsi caller. So is that corruption?
Well, why'd he hang up on him? Because he questioned the analytics.
Yeah.
Those polls are fucking off. Okay. Listen, thanks for calling. That's it, though. I can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to shut up until Rogan speaks.
I don't want to see that prevent progress.
Right. Yeah, that's the hard tribalism, right? That's where the line gets drawn. You're with us or against us. There's one way to think.
There is a lot of that. I mean, I saw it with healthcare recently. With healthcare, I don't think that you can make any serious case from the left that healthcare is fine and the for-profit employer-connected system that we have is working. Like, I don't think there's any progressive case to be made for that. Where people will differ is, what about Medicare for all versus some other system that looks more like Canada's or the UK or Germany or whatever. And I've already started to see, like, when I say on my show, I'm kind of agnostic on this. Like, the system we have is a disaster. We need a system that will get coverage to everybody. The numbers can be made to work any number of different ways. We've looked at it. But 80% of...
Real quick, dumb guy logic. Good enough is not good enough.
No.
You want, what's the best possible thing? So you can cover everyone? Okay, done.
Yeah.
Dumb guy logic.
People on Medicare, I believe it is, have some additional coverage. They either are still working part-time or full-time and get coverage that way, or they're poor enough to be on Medicaid. The point is, Medicare for all doesn't solve every issue.
Right.
It's way better than what we have. But here's like a dozen other possibilities looking at other countries. There is a portion of the left that doesn't like that because I'm saying I'm against Medicare for all. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there are a number of different ways to improve upon the system we have, all of which sever this relationship between usually your employer and these for-profit insurance companies.
Yeah,
Why can't we be open to that?
I really don't understand private citizens that don't want easy access to quality health care for everybody.
Whoa, he just wiped away everything Pakman just said in one little line right there. There's just multiple ways to do this. No, go right to the basics. Healthcare.
That's the thing I don't get.
Quality healthcare for everyone. Period. Work backwards from there.
We can improve what we have. How about we just best thing possible?
Yeah.
Don't tell me we can't financially do it. I'll fucking bring up a bunch of shit that says that we can.
And don't give them a chance to take it back or to repeal it.
No.
Like where you take a step towards Medicare for all, and then a Republican comes in some year later and it's like, okay, we're taking this out. So nice, easy, simple, dumb guy logic. Use your conscience.
That's literally
Why isn't everyone in the world just taken care of as far as health? Wouldn't that make people healthy and maybe less angry about the situations there? Like, oh shit, people are watching my back. I have a history of people not giving a shit. Now I have a present of people looking after me. It's like, fuck, maybe I'll care about that. Instead of, masking our interventionist wars as, freedom giving and freedom providing.
Can you imagine the foreign wars actually become they deserve Medicare. We bring them Medicare.
What did Molyneux say we do in the Middle East? We protect people?
We are over something.
We're overprotecting people in the Middle East.
Something like that. Yeah.
Fuck. Someone's just off. Out there.
Some raccoon should just jump on his face.
I know. It's like, well, you should just head over there, Steven. Or Steven. You should head over there, Stefan. They're really protecting people. Go over there.
It's like he wakes up. He's
like safe since it's overprotected.
Like he wakes up in Pakistan in another body. He's like, no. Yeah. Oh no.
We're world building. We're not.
World building.
It's not empire spreading, Mr. Steven Crowder.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Christ.
Any of you fanboys of those guys, like, wake up. Holy shit, wake up. You're being whatever. You should know by now. All right, that's it from us. Anything else to say?
Nope.
All right. That's it from us. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree, disagree, let us know. I mean, I don't mind hearing the analytics. If you have them, throw them at me. But the same thing's you're gonna get the same response. But I don't mind looking at them. Let's put it that way.
It's when they're used like specifically, for I would say.
When it comes to simple ass shit like that, it's like,
how do I say?
You guys end up coming off as dumb.
It's like statistics, right? But they're taking it. They're being taken in a biased way to the point where it's like, what are your intentions, buddy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to me, it's no different when I see statistics. I'm like, I have to look at this as if I'm being shown that Biden's leading in the polls.
Yeah.
So it's like, And I can see how they got those statistics, right? They're not wrong, but it's like, oh, you're being fucking dishonest. Completely dishonest.
It's like...
And presenting them as if, like, these are the polls. I'm like, no, it's a poll you got from a small group.
It's like Pakman and Cedar getting all into the Russia shit.
Yeah.
It's like, that's their analytical minds taking over. Like, they're reading through all the paperwork, like, oh, blah, 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 I can see connections here, and then blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And then, as Jimmy Dore would say, the dumb guy, jag-off comedian's like, this looks like bullshit on its face. He does the point to the screen.
I mean,
What the fuck?
look,
It's bullshit.
I'm no intellectual when it comes to that stuff. Like,
Right, from
politics.
Chicago?
Chicago. Yeah, the dossier seems legitimate.
Oh, it's not just
Dude,
that.
I'm just saying. When you tie in everything,
Well, it's when you start throwing official paper after official paper and DOJ and this and this and
Yeah,
this
yeah,
and
I
this.
know.
And it's all these documents and you read through them and you can analyze things and it becomes, fuck, this is like a crossword puzzle I have to figure out. And you start seeing connections and
and
blah,
you should
blah,
have
blah, blah.
you should have guys looking at that.
Yeah, for sure.
But when it's like you're not listening to one side to the point where it's like, come on, dude, are you purposely zeroing on this?
Aaron Mate's a analytical guy. Mm-hmm. It's just Jimmy Dore did not have to do any analyzing. It's like, this is bullshit. I mean, it was very, basic level analysis. Mm-hmm. Just, oh, I know this guy. This guy's from the Iraq War, right? He lied to us.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. It just conveniently happens. Oh, look, Assad, gas his own people. Conveniently. Right after the U.S. is claiming they want to pull out of Syria.
Well,
It's like, maybe
second
I should
time
question
around.
that.
They're trying again. The second time around. Yeah.
And they tried it again.
Yeah.
Anyways, leave your comments. Agree, disagree. Request a video, whatever you want to do. Do it in the comment section. Donate. Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link in the description box. GoFundMe link is down there for Devon's Journey to Recovery. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.